Very well, now we are on our interactive segment, and as mentioned earlier, we are looking at the growth of pay-go sector in Kenya. We have Eric Masawe, who is the country director, Watu Africa. Eric, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
And for the interest of our viewers, what exactly is pay-go?
Yes, pay-go is a business model that allows customers to access different financing solutions and pay slowly over time. And pay-go can also be interpreted as a model that is enabled by technology, so that customers can actually collateralize on the asset and then they pay as they go. A common example of that is the phone financing, whereby customers can purchase a smart connected device, and then this device is locked and unlocked, and the unlocking mechanism is linked with how they pay, and usually this payment is enabled via mobile money. So you pay, you unlock, and then you use the device, so it is self-collateralization of the asset. And this is a very innovative solution that unlocks financing for the majority of the community members who are excluded from formal financing solutions.
Are we talking about mobile phones alone? Because I've seen the same, you're doing the same for borders.
Yes, so with smartphones, this is enabled by technology. So basically you collateralize the asset by locking and unlocking, and you integrate that with mobile money solutions. But also it is applicable for every other things. Now, you know, we have different players in different industries. On the mobility side, it's not enabled by technology because you cannot lock and unlock, but potentially with the growing penetration of electric mobility, finally that will come. And this is the new trend. This is the new asset financing trend, and it is a phenomenon that is happening as we speak, and the impact is quite impressive, because we basically allowing people who don't have collaterals or who don't have you know, a credit history with formal financing institutions, and finally now they can actually access financing because of this model.
How does the model work? The criteria for exactly, if, for example, a person like me, if I want any services that you guys are offering, what is the criteria? Because you've mentioned that you're targeting people who are not in the formal borrowing means, or who are not recognized by other banks and financial institutions.
Yes, so we do have a variety of players, and there's a bit of a difference in terms of the eligibility and models that they're using. But I'll give an example. For example, at Watu Credit, what we do, it is actually a trust-based system where we basically collect a very basic KYC information, so that we can actually identify our customer, we can identify you, we can verify that you're legit, and from there, we allow now the technology to take over the asset in terms of collateralizing that asset. So if you're taking a smartphone from us, we will basically collect KYC information, and then you will be informed about our loan terms and conditions, and once you agree, then we will pass over the asset to you, and you will start to use and lock and unlock by paying, you know, either daily, weekly, or monthly. And it is working more or less like a post-pay arrangement, where, I mean, a prepay arrangement, where you pay, you unlock the device, you don't pay, the device is locked. So that is a motivation for you to make another payment. And all of this is enabled by technology, so there's no human interactions as you go through that.
And looking at Kenya, for example, in the last, because you are a number of African countries, Kenya in the last couple of years, that trend has been on the rise. What is bringing these trends to very high rates? Is it the absorption of technology?
Yes, it's both absorption of the technology, but this also is telling us that the market product fit is there, which means there's high demand and these solutions were not available in the market. And this is also a testament that majority of the people are excluded on the form of financing. So now we have a solution. This is what is driving growth. And this growth is natural and organic for all the players, not only us. And we do believe this is because this is a much needed service that never existed before.
And how deep have you penetrated the Kenyan market?
So as Watu Credit, we are operational across the entire country. We're operating in every corner of the country. And this is largely driven by our distribution strategy, because what we are doing, we're actually working with local businesses. And this really falls very well to our overall corporate mission to empower entrepreneurs. So our partners on the distribution are normal entrepreneurs. We empower them with technology, and then they help us to take the product. So it is available across the country.
And as we wind up, who are the main stakeholders, and how do you balance their interest for effective engagement?
So we have a really wide basket of key stakeholders. Yeah, of course, the number one, our customers and the communities that we serve. We have our business partners. We have government authorities. We have security arms of the government, because this is cutting across so many different aspects of our social and economic aspects in the country. So we do have all of these key stakeholders. And I would say a challenge that we have right now, and it was partly addressed by the business law changes last year, is that there is no a very clear set infrastructure. For example, having a dedicated parastatal that would coordinate everybody who is a player within the sector, and therefore have a cross-cutting platform for every key stakeholder, and then defining now the policies and guidelines and the rules on how these key stakeholders will engage and push this industry forward.
And because of interest of time, kindly 20 seconds for your closing statements.
Yeah, I think we are in such a very exciting time, where a combination of technology, innovation, and really creative business models would allow to open up financing for people who would otherwise not be able to access. And that speaks largely to the impact that has happened and is yet to come. So this is quite promising, and I am really, really excited to be part of that journey.
Thank you so much, Eric Masawe, who is the country manager for Watu Credit, operating in 8 countries. We are looking at the growth of pay-go sector in Kenya, and especially to ensure that we are also growing the credit sector, especially for those who can't access conventional loans.